When I think about the sort of transformation that we really need in energy, in our energy sector, this much bigger shift towards renewables and decarbonisation, it requires a lot of things to happen. It requires consumers to change their habits. It requires business to change its habits. Some of these things require legislative change. When I think about the European Union, for example, their emissions trading scheme is something which is they're currently redeveloping. But this is something, putting a price on carbon, that can only really be done at a very large scale. And then, of course, there are other things which are done almost at the level of the household. So when I think about the transformation that needs to take place, you need a very strong alliance of government and of business, of civil society, NGOs, academics. Everybody has a really important part to play in moving this forward. And it always strikes me that members of parliament are kind of the glue that holds much of that together, because they're the people who are out in communities, but they're also talking to people who run businesses, and they also are scrutinising government, and they have the ability to talk to academics. So it's always felt to me as though there's a really important role for parliamentarians in terms of pulling all of those strands together and working out what are the best levers to pull to have any given outcome. Does it require legislation? Sometimes it does, but other times it really doesn't. And, you know, is the government doing what it says it's going to do? Well, quite often it's the parliamentarians, particularly working with a free press, that can reveal all that and put pressure on the government to change. So I think it is that role of parliamentarians as the glue in all this, which is the most important role that they have to play.